Hi guys, welcome back to a new full face video. For today's look, I'm gonna be using only 8 cosmetics products. I have a nice selection of their hero products, so I'm super excited to start doing my makeup and to show you all the products. What I'm gonna be doing first is to apply these two creams, IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream and IT Cosmetics Confidence in an Eye Cream. Both of them are suitable for all skin types, and if you are just like me and you have large pores or you have any skin texture, uneven skin, or you want to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, then I really suggest you to have a look at this one. Have a look at the ingredients list. This made such a huge difference when it comes to my skin. Any makeup product will not look good on your skin if your skin is not hydrated, and I feel that each time I'm applying this moisturizer, it makes such a huge difference because it hydrates so well the skin. Now I'm just trying to take the last bit. I almost finished it, and I make sure that I moisturize my skin very well. I'm gonna do the same thing with the eye cream, and I'm just gonna apply it underneath my eyes. I'm gonna leave it for a couple of seconds to basically get into the skin, and after that I can start applying the makeup. As you can see, my skin looks glowy, looks hydrated. I'm gonna take a small amount of eye cream as well. I think I took too much, to be honest, just a little bit, and I'm basically using these fingers and hydrate the area underneath my eyes. So in this way I'll make sure that the concealer is gonna look good during the day, and it's not gonna crease, it's gonna last longer, and it's gonna blend beautiful. Now that my skin is super well hydrated, I'm basically ready to go on with the foundation, and I'm thinking to use one of the CC creams. I have it here in 3 options. The original one, which is available in 14 shades. I have the oil-free. This one has SPF 40. The previous one, the original one, has SPF 50. And last but not least, we have the CC Plus Illumination, and this one has SPF 50. But I think that for today I want something more glowy, and I'm gonna go for the illuminating one. The one that I have here is in neutral medium. You have to use just a tiny amount of product because a little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna be using the Heavenly Looks Flat Top Buffing Foundation. This one is number 6, and I absolutely love using it. This is such a good brush. All the brushes from IT Cosmetics are so good. I have a little bit of redness, and I also have some breakouts, so you will see how good it's gonna cover the foundation, everything by the end. I'm gonna go with the foundation on my neck and on my décolleté as well, because I want to have the same shade. As you saw when I started to apply it, basically I started to apply it from the center of my face, and after that just blend it nicely outwards. The skin looks absolutely beautiful, so healthy and so glowy because it contains so many beautiful ingredients, so many oils that basically help to hydrate the skin. I love so much that the skin still looks like skin, you know. It's a medium coverage, very easy buildable, but I love that it's not feeling heavy, it's not looking too much, you know, on the skin. It still looks like skin. And if you have any imperfections, if you have any redness, if you have rosacea as well, you will see that this one makes such a huge difference, and your skin will look so good and so healthy during the day. Okay, now let's move on with another hero product, which I have it in 2 shades. I'm talking about the BOBBI Under Eye Concealer Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. This one is in shade Light Honey, and the other one is 21 Medium Tan. There is a reason I love using 2 shades each time I'm doing my makeup, and basically I'm doing it almost all the time, not only with the IT Cosmetic Concealer. So basically I'm using the lighter shade underneath the eye to cover any dark circles and to illuminate, and the other shade I'm using it on the rest of the face if I have any spots that I want to cover. The concealer is available in 24 shades, and I think it's gonna be very easy to find your shade because they are very versatile. I'm gonna start with the lighter shade. As you can see, this is the amount of concealer that I'm basically using to cover any darkness underneath my eyes. A little bit goes a long way, and because it's also color correcting, you will see that it makes such a huge difference. I'm gonna use this brush, the number 7 Complexion Perfection brush, and I'm gonna use this side here, the small side. You take a small amount of product and apply it right over here in the inner corner of the eyes, because I have some darkness, and I'm also going with the brush upwards and blending it very well. What's left on the brush at the end, I'm gonna go all over the eyelid. As you can see already, it's a huge difference comparing both of the eyes. Make sure you don't use too much product and you blend it and build it up very well, because the texture of the product allows you to do this. Another thing I love to do is to apply the product on the back of my hand first, because I love to warm it up a little bit. You'll see that it's gonna look even better when you apply it. The foundation did a really good job, so I don't honestly feel that I have to cover too much, maybe a little bit right over here. So I'm using the same brush. You can also use your fingers to take just a small amount of product, and I'm using the other shade, the one that I said it's called medium tan. Both the concealer and the foundation are waterproof. Both of them are highly pigmented and they look so good during the day. Okay, I'm really happy with how my skin looks like now. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is the fact that it looks shiny. It's quite shiny for my taste. So I'm gonna be using this powder, BOBBI Pressed Powder, and it's absolutely perfect if you are just like me, looking to take off that shine, you know. What's too much, it's too much. It's beautiful to look glowy, but it's not that beautiful to look shiny. I'm gonna be using another brush from IT Cosmetics, which I absolutely love. Is the Heavenly Looks Wind Ball Powder brush. This one is number 8. By the way, I'm gonna leave all the links for all the products in the description of this video if you want to have a look. I'm taking a small amount, make sure that it's not too much, and I'm just gonna apply it just like this underneath my eyes. I'm tapping it and I make sure that I don't move anything that I've applied before. As you can see, it makes such a huge difference. So it's still glowy, it's still healthy, it's still beautiful. You can still see the skin. It's like a silky texture, if you're asking me. It doesn't change anything when it comes to the color of your foundation or concealer. Okay, that's everything I'm doing for the face look for now. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna apply the bronzer and the highlighter and the blush. But now what I want to do is to move on with the eye makeup, and I'm gonna be using this eyeshadow palette, Natural Pretty Romantics. And let me show you how gorgeous are all the shades. They're absolutely beautiful. There's so many beautiful options, and again, it's gonna be quite hard to decide which shade should I be using, because you know me, I love everything about colors. I'm gonna take this shade here, which is called Devotion. I'm basically tapping the product like this, and after that I blend it very nicely. Now I'm gonna take a bigger brush. This one is Morphe M44 one, and I'm just gonna blend the edges very well. I don't want to have any harsh lines. I love so much how these eyeshadows blend. They are not too dusty, so you won't be afraid that when you apply them they will go all over the place. Sometimes when I'm doing any bold looks, I make sure that I do the eye first, and only after that I'm doing the face, just because some of the eyeshadows are a little bit dusty and they go underneath the eyes area here, and you have to clean it after that, but it's not happening with these ones. I'm gonna take another shade. I'm gonna go in the crease here, and I blend everything very nicely. To add a little bit of intensity, I'm using a different shade. This one is Fade. Is this one right over here. And I'm using the same brush and I'm applying it right over here at the outer edge of the eye, and I'm blending it so nicely. Now I changed the brush, and with this one, which is a clean brush, I'm basically moving the eyeshadow that I've applied here, where I applied the intensity at the outer edge of the eye. I'm moving it towards the inner corner of the eye. I'm doing the same thing here because I don't want to have the same intensity on this side. And I'm just blending it very nicely as well. Now I want to illuminate in the inner corner of the eye and underneath my eyebrows right over here. And I'm gonna be using the translucent pearl. Okay, so I'm gonna give a good curl to my eyelashes and I'm using Laura Mercier eyelash curler. And after that, guess what? I'm gonna apply the mascara. So I'm gonna be using IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, Elastic Stretch, Volumizing Mascara. Let me show you how the brush looks like. This one, and it's so good. And now, because I know how hard it is to apply the mascara underneath the eyes on my lower lashes, I'm gonna show you a product which makes such a huge difference and makes everything so easy, and it's waterproof. So let me introduce you to this beautiful product from IT Cosmetics, which is called Tightline Waterproof, is in shade black, and I'm gonna zoom in so you can see how easy it is to apply it. Let me show you the difference between the two brushes so you can have an idea. That's the difference. I think I'm gonna apply some small falsies as well, but only half of the eye, at the outer edge of the eye, to basically create that illusion of cat eye. I'm gonna show you. So these are the eyelashes that I'm gonna be using. These are some old ones which I've decided that I want to shorten. I made them smaller. Let's move on with the face makeup, and I'm gonna be using this bronzer which is called Ombre Radiance in shade Warm Radiance. Is this one. And this is how it looks like. Each time I'm applying the bronzer, I make sure that I don't apply too much pressure on the brush because I don't want to have any stains. It's gonna be so difficult to blend by the end. A little bit on the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my jawline as well. Let's move on with the blush. I'm gonna be using Je ne sais quoi. I hope that I'm pronouncing it right. Je ne sais quoi, natural pink. And it's such a beautiful shade. Just look how it looks like. Let there be summer. That's the feeling each time I'm applying the brush. I get a little bit of on the bridge of my nose as well. I wanna look like I'm sun-kissed. Okay, and a little bit of highlighter, and I have here the Hello Light in shade Radiance. I want to keep the beautiful finish, the natural finish. As you can see, it's already looking so good and it makes such a huge difference. And I didn't apply too much. Okay, and now I should apply the lipstick. And I just realized that I don't have any lip product from IT Cosmetics. Shame on me. I'm gonna find something else, and I'm gonna do my lips as well. Let me find a neutral shade because I think it's gonna look so good with the eye makeup. And I'm back. I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm back, and it was hard to decide, but I went for the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in shade Iconic Nude, if I'm not wrong, and the lipstick is Nude Reality from Bobbi Brown. It's such a beautiful shade, but it's a little bit too matte, to be honest, and I always make sure that my lips are very well hydrated, but I always have dry lips, so if I'm not hydrating them, then it's not gonna look good through the day. I'm gonna apply it, and if I'm not happy with the finish, then I will go with I don't know, maybe a lip gloss on top of it. Now let's apply the lip liner, and unfortunately I can't speak while I'm applying it, but I can show you. Oh my god, I love so much how the highlighter looks like. I don't know if you guys saw that trend on TikTok, but I'm gonna try. Basically, you have to keep your lips like this and then apply the lip liner, and you will have fuller, beautiful lips. So let's see how it's gonna look like. I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit weird, but let's move on with the lipstick and see how it looks like by the end. I'm using again the brush to basically mix the two shades because I don't want the difference to be too big between my contour, my lip contour, and the shade that I'm using all over the lip, the shade of the lipstick. Okay, and this should be the final look. That's all for today, guys. See you in the next video. Bye!